And the Vatican admits it altered a photo sent to the media of a letter from Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI about Pope Francis. A spokesman for the Holy Father says the Vatican blurred the two final lines of the first page of the letter Benedict sent to Francis this week to mark the 5-year anniversary of the election of Francis. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, joins us. Ed, this has caused some concern. It's been just about a month since the Pope issued a message warning against fake news. What happened in this case?
Well, it's being termed LetterGate, Lauren. It's about this letter that Benedict sent to the head of the Vatican Secretariat for Communications, Monsignor Vigano, really thanking him and talking about books that he was sent, 11 books on the theology of Pope Francis. But the pictures of the Pope's letter, Pope Benedict's letter, was doctored, and a missing paragraph, which made it seem as though he'd read the books, when in fact he hadn't. It was in the missing paragraph that he hadn't read all the books and that he wouldn't be in the near future.
Well, so what did the Pope Emeritus actually say in the letter?
Well, he talked about, he applauded the people for writing the books, first of all, but he also said there's a foolish prejudice about where there's that Pope Francis is considered to have a lack of theological formation, while Benedict is said to be out of touch with the concrete lives of Christians. He said that's a foolish prejudice, but he also praised Pope Francis for his theological and philosophical formation and spoke of an inner continuity between the two pontificates, which he says he derived from the books that he'd been given.
So he didn't read the books, and the Vatican said he read the books. So what are the consequences?
Well, the consequences and the concerns, really. I mean, the concern is that these aren't matching the journalistic standards which are really held internationally, not to doctor photos. And there's also a problem because a lot of the photos coming out of the Vatican, journalists rely on because we don't get photos from anyone else. So that's one of the problems. But the consequences probably won't be any. There have been a lot of deceptions over the past 5 years in various different ways, but nobody's really been held accountable, and that probably will be the same in this case.
Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Lauren.